It's totally been my fault. Really haven't done much on Twitch. The YouTube channel has actually done pretty well this year. Of course, we're a strategy channel. We can't hope for the growth of like a mainstream channel, but we actually did really great, especially the last 2 months in terms of viewership. It's actually been like our top 2 months. But I really want to get back to Twitch. I really, really want to get back to this. And again, I just haven't had the time to really dedicate to this. But I think I'm going to finally have that time, get that schedule back up, and hopefully we can get back to these streams. Because it's really fun just to be here streaming, being able to kind of see what you guys are commenting down below. Whether I'm playing poorly or positively, I'm going to be getting that feedback pretty quick here, and I like that. So I'm definitely going to work on that. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 30, which is crazy. You know, as well as the start of the new year, I kind of made, I guess you could say, like, a list of achievements that I want to, or things I want to achieve this year, and one of those is definitely going to be getting the presence on Twitch, at least to the level that we have on YouTube. You know, on YouTube, we're nearing 12,000 subs. It's not a lot, you know, guys. We're a very medium-sized channel. I would even say like a small channel. I'd love to get up to like 50,000 subs, 100,000 subs. That's really my biggest goal on YouTube. But for Twitch, you know, I just want to get back into the stream of things. I didn't even mean to say stream of things. No pun intended there. And just kind of back into the swing of things, I should say. And maybe get a schedule up again, you know, so we can come back on here and have some fun. Another thing I was really considering, I was actually talking with Arman and a few other folks about this, Dave Zizou. There is that game Tabletop Simulator, and seeing as so many people here on the channel, you know, seem to like strategy games, I'm assuming a lot of you guys also play board games, things like this. And what I'd like to do is play some, you know, politically oriented board games here on the channel, or some strategy-oriented board games, and maybe have them on Tabletop Simulator. At that point, we can include everybody in the actual chat, or at least, you know, a large portion of the people here, and have you guys like really, truly be a part of the actual stream. It's definitely something I'm considering as well. But again, the biggest goal is just going to be getting Twitch back to at least the level we were at before, where we were doing regular streams. And again, it's totally my fault. About 4 months ago, I just kind of said, no, I'm going to focus on YouTube. I can't focus on both. But yeah, we're really going to try to do that this year, guys. We've got a beautiful setup so far. Now, what we're doing here is basically just trying to hold off a German attack for 8 different waves. I've played this fight before, and I've gotten to wave 7, I believe. I don't think I've ever won on normal mode here at all. I mean, it's a pretty tough fight. But I think I kind of have some ideas of what to do. So let me go ahead and have that guy start fixing. And I'm actually going to move this AT gun a little more forward. The problem in this battle is, well, number one, we're being attacked by a huge amount of German tanks. But it's also the fact that we don't have a lot of infantry in this fight. You know, this is pretty much a tank battle, a tank defense of Leningrad. Stalina. Here we go. So I had this guy in reserve just to kind of wait for the enemy. I don't like that he's out in the open, though. I might try and get him over here in the woods and the actual trees. Thank you so much, Armand. No worries, man. I didn't announce it or anything. After 9 years, the very first Polish YouTuber closes his channel. That is unfortunate. I am sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, Secret Hitler is a really fun game. I'm sure when we upload this on YouTube, just for saying Secret Hitler, we'll probably have that demonetized. A really fun game, and I'd love to play that with the users too, because it's I kind of want to, like, for people that don't know about it, I think, Arman, you can tell me if I'm correct on this. I would say it's kind of similar to like Town of Salem. For anybody that's played Town of Salem, in this case, you have half the players playing as liberals, half the players playing as fascists, and you can't really tell, or I mean, you can tell, obviously, like other players who you're playing as, but the goal of the game is for both parties to move towards, you know, their particular end game, which for the Democrats would be Hitler being removed from power, and for the fascists would be Hitler becoming chancellor. It's a really fun game, and Araman mentioned it. It's also not very time-consuming, not for the most part anyway. I'd love to play that with you guys. I think that would be hilarious on stream. Because, you know, you also have to lie to people in that game. You've got to be pretty dishonest. Everybody's got to be on mic. At least, you know, in general, people are got to be on mic for a game like that. And yeah, you've just got to kind of practice your Machiavellian dishonesty. You've got to lie to people. You've got to pretend you're friends with people when you're not. It's a lot of fun. It really is. Oh, man. T-34 there. I like his positioning. What I will do, though, is move the AT gun back. Get that AT gun, well, the AT team, I should say. Oh, yeah, it wasn't a good idea to keep that T-34 so far up. Got way too complacent, and they're going to ditch for sure. We still got this one, and I'm having him kind of watch forward. Keep his eyes forward. This would actually be a perfect position for the AT team. Because a lot of these approaching tanks, we hit that one. I mean, he's dead. But a lot of these guys will kind of get over here into a position where we can't really see them with our tank because of the hills, the trees, etc. And if that happens, they can be a real pain in the ass. Boom! Oh man, T-34 just took a nasty hit there. Alright, we just got some reinforcements, guys. It's going to be very helpful. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to bring in another T-34. I can't help myself. Let's push up this T-34 right there. And potentially, I'll try to bring in some more AT infantry. I really do think that as we get to the end of the battle, those AT infantry are going to be very, very useful. Oh, man. Alright, oh man, I don't like him getting hits on the T-34. I'm going for a shot with this tiny little thing. Oh, nice hit, but it wasn't a kill. At least I don't think it was. That was a kill. No, maybe not. He's still up, man. That's a kill, and it actually was the ZIS-30 that got that final hit there, knocking out the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Oh, she is gone, man. She's not coming back. I love this little thing. It's such a tiny vehicle. And the creepiest thing about this, guys, I would hate to be this guy. You see that machine gun right there? There are 2 seats there for people. Now, just imagine trying to escape from that thing after this thing gets hit by some sort of rocket or a grenade or anything, really. I mean, it seems pretty weak to me. It would not be a good way to go out, man. Next time we get reinforcements, I'm going to actually get some supply trucks, guys. I didn't even consider that, but we've got to think about the supply trucks. Just in case we start running out of ammunition, fuel, etc. We need it. Well, we won't run out of fuel, but ammunition is a possibility. Ramon says, T-34 is tough as nails, but in terms of crew survivability, when something finally does pen it, you'll be wishing you had a Sherman. Yeah, I'm sure. There was actually, like, oh, what was it, man? There was a show, a documentary of some sort. If you just type out, like, on YouTube, I think, like, Escaping a Tank. It's a British guy. It's either the military channel or BBC. And he, like, tries to get out of several tanks. T-34, Sherman, you know, a bunch of different tanks. And I forget which one is finally, like, pretty easy to get out of. I think it's the Centurion, where you can kind of, like, essentially, like, there's a hatch on top, but there's also the machine gun port that you can open up like a door, which is just really cool. So, you know, certainly in World War II, I think just about any tank you got into was going to be pretty much a death trap, with the exception of, you know, very, very few. But yes, some are definitely worse than others, Ahriman, for sure, man. I mean, that thing is just horrific. You get trapped in there, you are not getting out. Another thing about, like, most World War II tanks, that is not true with tanks today. So, most tanks today have an easy opening hatch, where you literally just press a button, the hatch will pop open. It's sort of like an automatic thing. With the World War II style tanks, you had to, how can I explain this? Shame on me, I've been in Portugal too long. The opposite of screwing, you have to do that to open up the hatch. And at that point, you can, you know, get out, escape. But as you can imagine, if you've got fire all around you, exploding rounds, you know, complete panic, you're not going to be opening that hatch up easily. And that's even, like, assuming the hatch itself wasn't damaged by the shell. That could happen too. I'm sure there were positions where guys were stuck, actually stuck inside their tanks, which must have been absolutely terrifying. All right, more enemies, man. Just don't stop. Tavarishi, put the gun closer. Oh shit, right there, medium tank, Panzerkampfwagen 3. Come on, boys. Ooh, I don't know if I like that trajectory. Oh, it's working. It's working. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, nice. That's a kill. That is a kill. Or maybe just a bit of scrap flying off the tank. I'm not sure it's dead yet. It's one of our AT teams. That's the problem, though. It's going to be a lot of enemy infantry, and we have hardly none at all. So let's get back. We've also still got a few T-34s kind of hidden back here. Although this guy's got like 2 tanks in front of him, so I'm thinking maybe it's best if we push forward with him a bit. Oh, no, no, I didn't want to do that, man. I totally screwed up. Did not want to do that. Stay put, stay put. Kill them for Comrade Stalin. Nice. Oh, that was beautiful, but we got way too many tanks approaching. Did we pop that one? Or at least got pretty damn close, man. Let's move this. This tank commander's not really doing much. He's got a nice little PPSH there, so maybe he could dissuade any enemy infantry from getting too close. So I'm going to get him over here and just have him lay down. Basically, if any infantry get past this like rubble here, then he'll at least be able to target them. And what the hell? Oh man, that was too bad. This tank did get popped, and we're not getting back into it. Although, look at this. Could we steal a Panzerkampfwagen? We might be able to, guys. I'm going to try. I'm not sure I really even want a Panzer III, but just for the laugh factor, I'll take it. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, let's fix that. Gun. There we go, guys. Wave 3 of 8 done. So now we're up to 950 resources, man. It's a lot. Oh, Scooby says, I recently saw a video from Belgian Heritage Railway that shows a motor car with Sherman engine. Yeah. Armand says there was one report from a German Panzer division where a Sherman was hit and penned like 3 to 6 times, and the full crew complement still got out alive. Wow. Oh, so nice. Armand's saying Sherman crew tanks were insanely nice for crew survivability. Most of them inside from the jumbo could be penned, but with shit like spring-loaded hatches. That's what I'm talking about. That's the new stuff, man, the spring-loaded hatches. A lot of the tanks beforehand, you had to screw them open, which is really like, it's way too time-consuming. And again, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I would assume that if you're in a firefight, especially if you're getting shot in a freaking tank, you're going to be terrified. You're going to be shaking. You're going to be trembling. You're not going to be competent to, like, open up a hatch, you know, that takes a good, like, 10, 15 seconds, even if you're not completely terrified. I just think it really is just terrifying. What was the other thing that was pretty cool? I think it was, and Araman, you would know this one, man. It was either the German or the Soviet crews. I'm pretty sure it was the Soviet tank crews, where their commanders made it so for instance, with some of the radios, you could turn off other tankers' radios if they were near you. You know, just hit a switch, it's off. And I'm pretty sure it's the Soviets. With the Soviet tank crews, if you got hit, there was no way to turn that radio off. There was no way to turn. So, for instance, your buddy's in a tank next to you. That tank gets hit. You hear him burning up inside over the radio. You cannot turn that radio off. And I think that was done completely on purpose to maybe just stir up raw emotion in the troops. You know, who knows why it was done, but that in itself, I think, would be just frightening, you know, to have to deal with. Now, let's bring in the IS-1. Not sure how good these things are. Bring it over here on our left side. And we'll also grab, of course, another AT gun crew. We're going to need this AT infantry eventually. So for now on, well, starting now, I should say, I'm just kind of setting them up. I think they killed us in the tank. No, we're still... Are we? No, we're dead. We're dead. Definitely. Let's get that tank on the left. I don't like the enemy flanking us there. This just can't be accepted. Ooh, that one just got hit bad, man. It's a hit. That's a kill. That's a kill, man. Look at that. Nobody's escaping there, so you could just see the flames rising up. And another hit afterwards, man. T-34 is doing a great job. It really is. All right, there we go. We've got our IS-1. And I'll actually keep him back here. I don't like turning our back there, but we really have no choice. Yeah, that's also true, Araman. It was probably way cheaper, man. Yeah, I think for sure the psychological aspect, but I think yeah, you could justify it for that. Just the expense, you know, was so much less. Getting a more complex communication system. Look at that too. The SDKFC already got its side armor plating taken off, and that's what that is on the side of an SDKFC. For those of you wondering, it's not like you take that off and you go right into the tank. This is actually armor plating on the side. Now, I didn't know that until I actually started purchasing Flames of War figures and got the SDKFC and put that armor plating on. I was like, oh, so that's why it looks the way it does. I was never under the impression that like the tracks didn't exist, but I was just kind of, you know, uncertain of what that was. Like I thought it was maybe like the inner compartment of the assault gun. Sorry, but no, man. Da. No, no, I just wanted him aiming, damn it. Streliet, just shoot. Streliet. Here we go, guys. Guys, got a tank on the right side. No, hit that one, man. Hit that one. That's the one coming to kill you. Get it, boys. Yep, there we go. She's dead. No, she's not. She's smoking, though. There's another hit right through the side armor, and I think she's got to go down eventually. Get another shell in there. There we go. Now she is definitely dead. Let's see if our AT team can deal with the tank. Nice! Amazing, man. Really good job there. Just a burning wreck at this point. And I'll actually keep them here. Again, I want to have them lay down. These are kind of a suicide squad. I don't necessarily want them to survive. Just want to see if they can maybe get some easy hits on some tanks before they even make it to the front. They're finally able to target our tank, but as long as we could just keep them at that distance, I think we'll be all right. I think, you know, generally I've gotten up to 7 out of 8 in this particular mission on normal or hard. If we can keep it to 7 or 8 with the tanks, we'll win. If not, it's going to be a tough one. It really is. I mean, there's a guy all the way out there. I hate his positioning right now, but see, it's good to have these guys here, so they're able to just kill any enemies getting close.
You survived another enemy attack wave. HQ grants you additional resources. Use them wisely and prepare for the next enemy attack wave.
So for the next group of resources, I did say I was going to get a supply truck, but we actually have a resupply area. That's only going to be good for... I was going to say it's only going to be good for the infantry, but no, we can have our tanks just drive over there. But it just kind of takes them out of their position, and that may not be such a good idea. I'm going to wait for another ZIS-2 and put another ZIS-2 right over here.
Reinforcements have arrived.
So we'll put it up here. And I'll actually put the DSHK specifically for enemy infantry. So we'll put the DSHK right up there in the front. Just look at that row of German vehicle wrecks. I love that, man. Not looking so good for Fritz. But they have to break the line here at Leningrad or face total destruction. Total encirclement. Push these guys up just a little bit more, man. Put them up a bit more. Yeah, just about there. Here we go. Slamming in another shell. But I don't think they actually see that tank. This is actually where our AT team could do some work. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, didn't work out so well. There we go. There we go. The anti-tank grenade got the job done. We'll get back to where we were before, and once again, I'm just going to get them down. I don't want to risk them getting hit by any sort of enemy fire. I think they'll be safe that way, at least. Alright, here we go. This is perfect for infantry. This is a very heavy machine gun. As evidenced by the fact you need frickin' wheels to take it around. But as you can see, that DSHK, if any enemy troops get close, this thing is going to vaporize them. It's pretty hard to see, though, in the current situation we're in. Yeah, exactly. I agree. That's what generally happens. It's funny you mentioned that, Araman. In this battle, that's almost always what happens, is you get to, like, wave 7 or 8, and there's so many enemy tank bodies here that you only actually start getting hit on enemy tanks when they get, like, right here. And that's when they actually start knocking out your T-34s, etc. In a weird way, it looks like they are almost using those wrecks to sort of leapfrog forward. I don't see any Germans. I don't like how silent it is right now, man. It's making me very, very wary of the upcoming 3 minutes. Unless, of course, that, yeah, it could be the 3-minute countdown until the attack. I don't think so, though. Yeah, it's definitely not the countdown. They have begun their assault. This time it looks like they were pretty smart. It looks like they sent infantry forward first. You can see them trying to get across. It's definitely main enemy attack wave because it's SMG infantry. It's not vehicle crew or anything like that. So, yeah, they're starting to be pretty smart about this. Like I said, send that infantry first. Get us focused on that, and then bring the armor up behind them. Do the same thing. No! No, not our T-34. One of our T-34s is dead, boys and girls.
Alarm! Reports are coming in that heavy enemy units are approaching.
Fascist propaganda. Here we go. We got another one with the anti-tank team. We get another kill over here. Yes, we can. Knocking out as many of these as possible. Take another one out before we get knocked out ourselves. And that's going to happen pretty damn soon. There we go. Oh, yeah. I don't think we're going to be breaking through there. Another shot. Hey, maybe a kill, but I think that guy survived. No, he did it. Wow. Very lucky with that hit, guys. And the hit on the tank right ahead of him as well. Unfortunately, the DSHK cannot do anything to enemy tanks. Now, that's strictly a machine gun for infantry purposes. Maybe armored vehicles too, but tanks, it's not going to do much. Keep it up, keep it up. Oh no, Germans just threw satchel charge on that AT position. They got a final kill at least. That might be their final kill. They're not careful. If we can still get a few shots, I'll go for it. I think this thing's probably damaged, but no, it's not. Unbelievably. They're going to throw another satchel on it and kill it, or a grenade, but she's not damaged. This thing will still fire. Of course, I think they'll overrun us with infantry. But they went to a lot of trouble to take this thing out, and I have to say, it doesn't look like they're going to succeed. We're still going to be able to... now we got to fix this thing up. Now the gun is damaged. But satchel charge and a grenade to be able to damage the Zis-2. I'll take it, man. Should right now get off the gun. No, I wanted to return fire. It's too bad. I want to see that DSHK firing. We're at the left track damage. We could try to fix that left track. And I think that's probably something we're going to do. As you can see now, though, oh my goodness, they just blew away our sandbags. They also took out that T-34 there to the left of the damaged one. But now they're getting serious. Now the enemy is finally getting serious. Oh man, yeah, that T-34 is totally dead. Nobody's escaping from it. Keep it up, boys, keep it up. What about, yeah, we still have this thing. The IS-1. So I'm going to move forward with the IS-1. And again, I have very little experience with this thing. Another T-34. I know I can rely on the T-34. And I think with the amount of points we have, we can purchase 2 of them. Which is just a dream come true. Nice. It's a pretty good vehicle there, man. I'm going to pop this guy back over here, kind of behind that T-34 line just in case we get hit again. And then I'll have this T-34 come up center. Sure to say hello, guys. I see we got 7 viewers, but only 2 people chatting. We'd just like to see who's watching. It's always fun. Thank you, Scooby. Take care, man. I hope you had fun. Multiple dead tanks for 2 dead infantry. That's usually a win. Yeah, absolutely, Araman. Ooh, a KV or an IS. Oh, okay, IS-2. So yeah, Araman is saying the IS-1 is pretty good. Yeah, the IS-2, it sounds familiar. The IS-1, no, but that's what we've got here. And you're right, it seems pretty good. Not right here. Pretty damn good. Pretty modern looking, too. May have been sort of like a late war iteration. Okay, it begins, man. That was fast. T-34 really arrived on time. I'm going to move some of these AT teams forward. Just the last thing I would want is for us to lose our T-34 to, like, sneaking German infantry that just get up here and throw a grenade at it. That would be just tragic. So I don't want that to happen. You guys here just kind of defending it. Yeah, we can still get a Zis-2. I'll put the Zis-2 over here.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Man, devastating casualties on both sides, but Araman's right, man. We are absolutely making the Germans look terrible right here. This is on normal mode, and the battle is Leningrad. And again, I've never won this battle. I've always gotten a 7 of 8 and lost at 7 of 8. So let's see if I can change that on this one. I really hope so. We're doing 6 of 8 now, 7 of 8 after. Yeah, man, it's not going to be easy. Actually wanted to get another AT team. I don't think you can ever have too many AT teams. that's another problem right there, guys. I didn't even see that. One of our ZIS-2s is out of commission. Actually, I want standard infantry to take over that thing and hopefully be able to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and have these guys run here. Hopefully we don't have any enemies kind of waiting to ambush us, although that's very, very possible. Good him. Streliet. Good. Should be able to get on that gun, no problem. It's not damaged at all. There we go. Alright, they're working their way up the middle, of course. Just want these guys kind of on the edge. Close enough to see what's going on. And we'll keep this AT team kind of close by. Ram it home. Let's get a shot, baby. We're gonna get forward here with our AT teams. Start messing with these guys just a little bit more. Yeah, a little too close for comfort, I'll admit. And oh my goodness, no, we got a main gun damage on the T-34. That's bad news. Very bad news. Also, crew down. Let's try to move back, man. Reversing is not going to be easy on this thing, but I think saving him is going to be very important. Here we go. That should be good enough. Get him over here. Start the repairs. I'll even get some infantry in that tank. No one's repairing. Come on now. There we go. Now we got somebody working on this thing. Here we go, guys. Sacrifice of Fyodor Suvorov. Thank you, brother. No, he totally wasted that. Come on now. I'm not exactly a friend to him either. He finally did get to hit a really nice one, too. But I also had him standing next to that tank. But, hey, man, we survived the next attack. I'm happy with that. And now we're going to the 7 of 8. So this is 7 of 8. And, of course, the 8 of 8, the final attack wave. This is where things get really tough in this game, man. Hey, how you doing, Shar? It's good to see you, man. Just lurking and enjoying the stream. Very cool, man. It's good to see you. I hope everything's going well. They're in the UK. If it's, I'm sure it's colder there than it is here in Portugal, and it's nigh unbearable here. I'm sure it is no fun right now, weather-wise. This weather's been wacky. I mean, call me crazy. It seems like, in terms of, and again, I'm not a climate change scientist. But it certainly seems to me that the climate change effect seems to be getting warmer in the States and colder sort of on the, I would say, Western Europe. At least that's been what I've noticed. And again, I'm talking a difference of like 5-6 years, so it could just be a fluke. But it's gotten cold, man. Here in Portugal especially, I don't remember it ever getting to 0 degrees. At least not on a regular schedule, so it's kind of shocking. Oh, another strike there on the side of the Stug. What I love here is this guy can't move. The thing about the Stug, as most of you know, is that gun is not capable of actually moving separate from the actual body itself. So he's stuck amongst a bunch of junk, pretty much. I don't think he's damaged at all. I think he just can't move since he's got a bunch of wrecks around them. Now, of course, now he's completely damaged. 950, what do we want to get? Yeah, I'm going to go for the T-34 again. Araman says, even if it's an immobile gun with its engine facing the enemy, it's still good for at least one shot. Yes, I agree. It's true. Oh! Oh, no! I saw that coming, but I was like, no, they'll shoot him before he gets there. Bad assumption. There we go. Let's get another guy here. And just like Ahriman mentioned before, I don't really care that this tank can't move. Kind of irrelevant to me. He's supposed to stay in this area. Go ahead and throw a grenade in that shell hole. Let him play with that. Oh, he's dead. Good shooting, boys. Alright, so I'm going to try... I should have done this before, as a matter of fact. Try to repair this AT gun. That gun is definitely messed up. But all it's going to take is just some pretty minor repairs to fix it. At which point we've got another anti-tank helper here. Now, they did finally take a look at that, man. They finally took out our anti-tank gun on the right side. There was no way they were going to let that thing survive. Put some AT units here. Is that T-34? Yeah, he's still alive. Incredibly. This one, too. We got a ZIS-2 here. We've got another ZIS-2 here. It's looking pretty good. I hate that I said that because I probably just jinxed myself, but it really is. Yes, definitely. Absolutely, Ramon. We're trying to get as many of these ZIS-2s as possible. The anti-tank guns in this battle are so important. And I think the reason being, a lot of the times with the AT gun, you can reman it once it gets hit. With these tanks, once they're torched, they're pretty much finished. They're not coming back. Let's go ahead and get that anti-tank gun back here. We're going to put a ZIS-2 back over here. And I'm actually going to take the T-34 and try and get that tank. Za Rodinu.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Slava Rossi. Yeah, baby. That was a good time for that call. I'm going to get him up there, kind of on the edge here to basically take the place of that AT gun. And I hope he's going to be a little bit more resistant. English, Agrippa, English. Oh! We're taking some nice shots there from the left. Spotted the tank destroyer there. It's another Stug. So there's 2 Stugs on the way. Damn it. Oh, nice. That's a kill on 1. And actually, I'm amazed that the crew escaped because that thing was pretty much spitting up flames immediately. That either means what? That the ammo canister has exploded, that there's gas canister in there that's been torched. Very unlikely to be escaping from a situation like that. Even if you manage to get out, you're talking about serious wounds. We go right through the side. Come on. It's like they don't even see us. Good shooting. Very good. We're so close, guys. We're so close to at least breaking my previous record. But can we get 8 of 8? There we go, 7 of 8 complete. Definitely going to move up this AT team to try and get an easy kill. At their expense, of course. It did not kill it. And that's a Panther. I'm not too surprised. I mean, she's a tough mother. So yeah, I think I agree with Arman on this one. We'll go for the best tank we have. I think it's the SU-100 right now. Got 100 left over, and I'm going to use that to get some AT crews. There's still, you know, remnants kind of from that first wave. Ah, no worries, man. We're still glad to have you, man. You've taken a very similar name to Dave from the UK. And you're very lucky to be living in the country you're living in. New Zealand's an absolute dream right now. How much of a jerk would I be if I was just like, Shards, so what part of Australia do you live in again? The Kiwis never like those jokes, do they? You're not big fans. I was actually recently reading about, that New Zealand gets that sort of reputation of being a country with no, I guess you could say, like, dangerous animals, quote unquote. But I was actually reading an article of an eagle that was around during the time of one of our ancient ancestors, 50 to 70,000 years ago, that was able to actually eat human beings, and it was in New Zealand. It's actually the area where it, really was predating, I guess, was a predator. And its actual downfall, the reason the predator actually died out, this giant eagle, was because one of the birds, I think it was the dodo bird, I could be mistaken on this, something resembling the dodo bird, one of the moa, that's what it is, the moa, one of the actual birds that it would eat, this really large herbivorous bird, was killed off by our ancient ancestors. So we kind of killed the predator and the prey all in one. Let's take a look here. Armand says, SU-100 is a damn fine assault gun and will certainly send a lot of German infantry straight to Valhalla. Yes. That's our goal. We want to get them there. One-way trip, one-way ticket. We're totally supportive of their religious right to go straight to Valhalla. On that gun. Alright, so she's fixed. I mean, the guy that got on this thing actually managed to fix her before dying. So I'm going to go ahead and aim this way. And guys, we got 5 minutes here. This is the final attack wave. This is just 5 minutes of madness. Can we resist? I don't know. I really don't. Well, we got 234 here. Again, guys, I really do want to apologize, especially to the people here in the stream, for just being so terrible with my upkeep of Twitch. I just really haven't done what I said I would here regarding schedules and stuff. I really want to change that this year. I really, really do. Especially with Article 13 coming, me being here in Portugal, I'm not sure if the Agrippa Maxenius channel is even going to be around after the 23rd. I honestly don't know. I have no idea what to expect. My less pessimistic side says more than likely things will be just fine on that end, because this really has to do with like copyrights, things like that. But my more pessimistic side says, YouTube has messed with this channel in the past. We've had issues in the past, and I certainly think this may be no different. We'll just have to wait and see. It could be a situation of just the entire channel is removed, or it gets copyright strikes when it shouldn't. Or we get a situation of absolutely nothing really changes. At least not from our end, not from our perspective. Oh, we got another one. We got another one right there. Man, main gun hit. Oh, that's rough. Let's repair that. Get this machine gun a little closer. This guy is really working under fire, man. Come on, come on. Your repair job could actually save us in this battle. Once again, the main gun's damaged, man. Just as he was working on it, too. No, that's it. They're gonna bail. Okay, that crew is definitely gonna bail. Right there, right there. Gotta micromanage these guys. man. Where you got a machine gunner right there to watch for any incoming infantry. Could be also that damaged wheel is kind of making it hard to position this thing. There we go. That's a hit right on the Stug. Sorry, Jagdpanzer 4. It's not a Stug. I guess a bit of an upgrade. Brilliant. Nice, right in the back. I knew that was going to be a kill. Just hitting him right through the engine there. Unfortunately, by turning, we turned away the armor plating, and pretty easy for the enemy to take us out at that point. This guy's actually got an AT grenade. I'm going to try to throw it. Nice! Not sure if it was a kill. I would have liked to get it into the engine block instead. We'll find out soon enough. I think it can still be used. Get on it! Get on it! If I can use it, I'll use it, man. Why do they insist on taking that position? Alright, nice kill. Alright, we're setting up. Remember, guys, we had these AT crews from the beginning, and now we actually get to use them properly. Should preface that, try to use them properly.
Enemy attack waves are over. Sure victory. Eliminate them.
Alright, now this is where it gets even tougher, guys. We have to kill the majority of enemy forces to ensure a victory. Sounds easy to me, right? I don't think it's gonna be. Come on, boys. Stiljet! Stiljet! There we go, another dead tank. It's gonna wipe out the rest, guys, and it's not gonna be easy. That's right, we can bring in some reinforcements, bring in the SU. And we'll bring in a T-34 with the SU. These guys should be arriving on the field at or about the same time.
Reinforcements have arrived.
About damn time. Come on now. Let's do it. Let's do it. For Stalin. For your motherland. So the T-34 behind us already got a hit there. We need a few more, though, to ensure victory. Oh, man, I think we're doing a good job stopping them now. I don't know if it's going to be sufficient. There's just so many of them, but just keep pushing. Oh, no way! They got one of the SUs. SU's down. SU-100 is down. Throw the crew right there, just to get them behind some cover and also get them into our victory location. Oh man, that was brutal. That was brutal. That's dead. That's a dead crew. Someone's gotta have some AT grenades. It's gonna be this guy right here. Oh man, no way, he's not gonna get there. All right, so we're gonna have to bring in a replacement, and the Su-76 I think is unfortunately gonna be the best thing we can bring in. So you know, we'll just take not at all the best tank out here, but if that's all we can get, that's all we can get. Go ahead and get that AT infantry here. Oh, I don't like this. They're way too close. Kill it. All right, it's going to be our last group of reinforcements. Oh, man. Come on now. What the hell just... What was that, man? I think I messed up there on the switching over. Here we go. It's a shot. All right, we got one. Just going to get the other one. It's a Panther. Get that Panther. Just missed his grenade throw. He did get these shots with a PPSH, though, God bless him. I think that's going to be it, guys. Yeah, that is it. We'll go ahead and repair. Try to get some more tank crew in here. You know what? Actually, we'll get these guys on the Zis. And that's going to be it, guys. The Germans have taken that strategic position. I think that's going to be a defeat. Man, we tried our best. We really did. I got farther than I did last time to get to 8 of 8, but we should have had even more defenses there at the end. So that's going to be it, guys. Enemy losses 514, 102 vehicles. We lost 117 men, 24 vehicles. I think at the very least, right, we could probably call that a Pyrrhic victory for the enemy. At the very least. I certainly think so. Armand says, this is absurd. You've already basically annihilated multiple armored brigades. There's no way this can in any way be considered a German victory. Let's chalk it up to like almost this similar end battle results as Gravitame, where you have a total victory, but it still shows up as a minor defeat. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. Again, I'm really going to try Shards and Ahriman. I know you guys are the only guys here now, but when I upload this to YouTube, I do want you guys to understand that New Year resolution really is, let's get back to Twitch. Let's start doing like regular streams here. I just haven't kept up with it. It's that simple. I've been lazy. I'm a lazy boy. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Once again, thank you so much, guys. So fun. And I've been noticing these Men of War Assault Squad videos also get a lot of views. I think maybe part of the reason is these are just really easy to watch. This is a game that is, without a doubt, pleasing to the eye, especially pleasing to the eye of the strategy gamer. But once again, Ahriman and Shards, also keep in mind that stuff I talked about Board Game Simulator. I'd love you guys to join in on that. Ahriman, you and me have played games in the past before. I think in a board game setting, man, we could have a lot of fun. And again, the several different games that I recommend, it's going to be Kremlin. I like the one that Ahriman mentioned. It's pretty mainstream as well, so it's fairly easy to learn. There's also Junta. Junta's really fun, but extremely complicated. So I think what I might offer is maybe some tutorials. Maybe we could even like put the tutorials up on the channel for board games. Of course, it'll be via the tabletop simulator, whatever you want to call it. But, you know, I think you could use that tutorial even, you know, if you've got the board game in front of you and you're watching via your computer. And maybe what I'll do is, you know, offer some tutorial sessions, bring anybody in that's interested in learning, and yeah, guys, you could be part of the actual channel, actually be in the videos. Again, the only catch with that is you do have to bring your mics with you, because most of these games require some level of communication back and forth, you know, that you can't really have just by typing. Thank you so much, guys. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.